plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the free sky's the limit.
A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the Cena's, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the Cena, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit.
Fucking wrong.
Yeah, what is going on, guys? What is going on? We got... Jeez. Christ. Yes, what is going on, guys? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. Another edition of Notorious Unscripted, man. This is episode 97 of Unscripted. 3 more weeks, man. We'll be at episode 100. Crazy.
Shit's nuts, bro.
But, yeah, man. So, with that being said, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how this show works, man. Every Monday, we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday, we are on here with the news. speaking of this past Friday's, I said this on yesterday, but speaking of this past Friday's edition of the news, Triple H says he's back. He's back, quote unquote, so they say, at the PC. He's back, apparently. I don't know about that, but according to him, he's back. Original Forbidden Door plans and Forbidden Door predictions. That is now all up on all platforms, man. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, Friday, 4 p.m. Central on YouTube. The Forbidden Door review is not up yet. That will probably be up tomorrow.
Yeah.
That will probably be up tomorrow. But as always, I'll tweet it out when it is up, so you guys know when that is available on all platforms. So yeah, man. Yes. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on the Notorious Heels Podcast official merchandise, the link is in the description. At the top of the description of this video, man, it is now live on bonfire.com. On the left, you got the base Notorious Heels Podcast logo design, and on the right, you have the best kept secret to the IWC, as I can't stop yawning, man. If you guys have not got your chance to get your hands on some of the merch, man, that is now available in the link at the top of the description, bonfire.com, and it is in the link to all my link trees on my socials, and obviously that is below my face. So, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Also, if it's your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are, man, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
Going good, man. It's going good. Just been hanging out. Had a great weekend. Love those AEW weekends, man. They're always goated. Always fucking goated, man. And then we have to come home and watch Raw, man. So, good lord, man. But my day was good, man. I got to see family, man. And other than that, man, just came home after that, watched Raw, and I had to watch Raw. So, hey, that was that. But I've been good, man. Durante, like always. How am I? How's the family? I'm good, man. Family's going, man. And everything's good, man. Everything's good. What about you, Durante, and everyone in the chat? And what about you, bro?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm good. Kind of just a reset day. Getting ready, obviously, for the week again. So, yeah, man, that was that was pretty much it. Just coming down from the weekend, you know, it was always a great weekend. Funny ass moments.
Oh, bro, always. I had to bet. Bro,
Jeez.
you gotta do it one day.
Bro. Oh man. Yeah, man. Yeah, coming down from the weekend, man, just chilling. Yeah, bro, just chilling. Nothing much at all. Nothing much at all. Just chilling, man. Just chilling. Just these horrible fucking Mondays. I was saying this to you in the start screen. But God, I hate the Monday after an AEW pay-per-view, bro. Because,
bro, it's the worst.
you know, the night before, you know, it's even worse when you're there. It's even worse when you're at the arena, man. Because you're having so much fun. And then the next night, you just see yourself 24 hours later, 7 o'clock hits. And, you know, 24 hours prior to this, you're in your seat. You're marking out to them throwing off the opening pyro, and you're just starting off the open of the show, and 24 hours later, you find yourself sitting in your fucking bed watching Monday Night Raw, and it's just so bad, man. And then
Dude, it really is.
And then it doesn't help when a 43, I think, 40-something-year-old John Cena is the only guy on this roster to this day that makes you feel anything while you're watching the show. And it's just
sad.
It's so sad, man. I mean,
It's like, bruh.
43 years old, and he is the only man on this roster that makes you feel anything.
God damn, bruh. I hate that shit.
It's just
It's the worst.
so bad. We have AEW to go over, but we really don't have any AEW to go over because this is all just Forbidden Door build. I mean, we could talk about a couple other things on here, like this Christian Cage stuff, but
But that's
man,
about it, man. Not much. And then even with Raw, man, it was just one of those episodes that just happened, bruh. It really just happened.
hmm
Good lord.
yeah, it's just awful, truly awful. But next week should be interesting because we got Blood and Guts to talk about for with you guys, so that should
Oh,
be
yeah.
cool. Yeah, yeah, horrible, man. Dynamite, yes, AEW Dynamite.
Oh,
We had
yeah.
we had a pretty solid episode of Dynamite, man. We got the quarter or semi-finals to the All Atlantic Championship. We got Penta defeating Black.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
had
good match.
oh yeah, very good match, yeah, very good match. Well, we all know Tony Khan had came out and said that he was going to make it up to these guys that couldn't make the show. And obviously he did the same kind of thing on Rampage where he did Andrade versus Phoenix to kind of make it up to him in every which way he could, with these guys not being able to be a part of the show, and all of them wanted to be. So it just sucks, but it was cool on TK's part that he gave Penta a match right before the pay-per-view, and then Andrade versus Phoenix.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah. So, jeez. So, yeah, very good match by these two, man, and obviously Black moves on. Yeah, just more build for Thunder Rosa versus Tony Storm. We all know how that ended. We had the Danielson promo to open the show, letting the people know that they wouldn't be disappointed with who he brings into AEW, and that, yeah, pretty much that. And then Zack Sabre Jr. came out, and we all know how that ended. We seen the Dynamite debut of Kazuchika Okada, which was
dope.
which was sick. Yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, it was just very cool. I remember a couple years ago, I really did not like Okada, but
Bro.
over the years, the man has grown on to
Go
me.
on. Definitely,
Yeah.
man. Definitely. It's funny a lot now since most of my favorites are either out of New Japan or in a Jay White case where they believe in him a lot. So it's just not Okada just blindly winning against them. And Okada winning is, at this point, it's its own fucking meme. Because, my god, it's fucking Okada. If he wins, he wins. It's Okada.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yes. A couple years ago, I did not really like Okada when
Yeah.
it kind of felt like Jay White was on the rise, and a couple other guys, obviously that are in AEW now, were kind of on the rise, and it seemed like he was just winning everything. But
Mm-hmm.
but you definitely, now that time has passed, and obviously Jay White they really have given him the ball, and let him
Oh,
run
hell
with it.
yeah.
It's there's no denying Okada's talent and how good he is and how big of a star he is. And yeah, you gotta love the Rainmaker, man. Oh, I forgot to say too,
Mm-hmm.
as Durante asked, my bad, I completely forgot. I just started going off on a rant about Raw. But yes, man, I'm good. The family's good. And what about you? I
Bro.
apologize for not answering your question, man. As always. But yes, my bad. Raw
It's one of those nights, bro.
Raw drained the hell out of me tonight. It was one of
I
them.
could tell.
Yeah, I'm sitting on here yawning for the first 20 minutes of the show. Yeah, man, but yes, you gotta love and appreciate Okada's talent, and yeah, man, who doesn't love the Rainmaker? So
Hell
yeah,
yeah,
he's
bro.
couple years ago, man, like 2017-ish, I genuinely could not stand him, but for seeing more of him, seeing more of him when there are other stars around him, and it just doesn't seem like he's winning after that post Kenny Omega era, where it's kind of like he was the only guy I felt like they believed in.
Exactly.
It was very cool. It's very cool. So yeah. Love seeing Okada. Love seeing Okada on the big stage, man, in America in AEW on AEW Dynamite, and yeah, it was really cool to see, and it was very, yeah, man. I just said that it was very cool to see, and yes, it was cool to finally see him come over to AEW. We know he's friends with Omega, and we know he. He is the reason the Young Bucks made their way to New Japan,
Yeah.
because all those guys were friends in Impact. So, when they were all there, so, it was just very cool to see him finally make his way on Dynamite. Man, he got a great reaction, and it was very cool to see. And then last night he put on a hell of a match. Very weird ending. But the match itself was kick-ass, man, for the biggest names in wrestling right now, so
Truly,
awesome.
bro. It was dope, man. It was dope seeing him. It was dope seeing just the aura he has in America. It was really good, man. It was really good all around. Just the feeling of Okada, it means a lot, man. And I'm very happy to hear with what he said about the American crowd that he wants that Chicago type crowd in
Yeah.
Japan. I love that, man. That makes me happy that he like the guy in New Japan like him likes that type of crowd. I like that a lot.
Yeah, you can tell, I could tell in the very first match we saw, the Factory versus, those guys,
Yeah.
I can't remember the fucking names, but you could just tell, like, in the match, like they kept playing up to the crowd, and it's because this shit excites them. You know what I mean? Because they're always in Japan, and not that the Japan crowd being quiet is a bad thing, because it's
just them.
Yeah, it's their culture, So who's really to say it's right or wrong? But it's very cool to. For like you just said, for a guy like Okada who is the fucking Antonio Inoki of today, the
Literally.
biggest star in Japan, to say that kind of stuff, that he wants to see crowds like Chicago, hot crowds in Japan all the time, man. So it's cool, and it gives me hope, man, that he will be back, and I think he will for sure. I think all of them enjoyed themselves. Everybody seemed hype after last night. I think everybody loved it.
Truly, man. I think all the New Japan guys loved that type of crowd. It was new to a lot of them, and I think they're gonna want to feel that again, bro. So, I think from all sides, from New Japan to AEW roster, Tony Khan, I think all of them are gonna want to re-up on this.
Yeah, man, and I absolutely love how we're not getting well, the fact that this show even happened was not even any kind of egos clashing.
No,
Because,
exactly.
But I love how every it gave off, the show just gave off such good energy to the point where nobody's even tripping about I feel like with any other company in wrestling, man, it's like you feel like there would have been why is my guy losing? Why is my guy losing? You felt none of that from Forbidden Door, and you just felt like it was competition, and both of these, because either way, both of these companies are major successes. So
Exactly.
it's just it's awesome, man. It was awesome. This gave off no ego clashing vibes or anything like that, or
No.
this show didn't seem like it had ego involved in it at all. It seemed like everybody was just out there to have a good time. Nobody was, we're only doing this if our guy's winning, and nothing like that. You felt
No.
nothing like that.
Exactly.
So, everybody was put into nobody was put into a situation that would, really make them look too bad,
No, exactly. It was just everyone was just enjoying themselves all around, and everybody got eyes. New Japan got American eyes, AEW got Japanese eyes, and full circle, man. It's great for everybody that happened.
Yes, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, it was just a very good night of professional wrestling, and I would absolutely love to see them run this back, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, not too much, man, on this episode of Dynam. Not too much that's worth talking about now.
No.
But
The only thing that didn't involve Forbidden Door was Christian. I think that was the only thing that didn't involve Forbidden Door on that show.
yeah, I believe so. But yeah, so with that being said, I guess we can move on to this Christian stuff, man, because Christian Cage comes out there and he's doing his interview with Tony Schiavone. This was a little weird to me. Not the promo, but there was certain aspects of it where I wish Christian would have just taken the mic earlier, because Tony Schiavone's holding the mic super low, and Christian's got to duck down in this awkward way, and they're not in the middle of the ring, they're way off to the side, and Christian's trying to gaze in the hard cam, but he's got to bend down and look up to it was that aspect of it, Jesus Christ, if anything ever looks that awkward, man, just fucking give him the mic,
And people always take a lot of segments with just talking segments in AEW start with a Schiavone interview that they just take the mic from him and tell him to shoot. Why didn't Christian just do that? You know what I mean? They do it all the time to Schiavone, so just do it again. It's not that hard. Because, yeah, that was awkward. The way you had to, stand and talk on the mic, and should have just grabbed the mic from the beginning.
Yeah, he ended up, you could tell he
Got tired of doing it.
Yeah, he got tired of doing it. I mean, his stance probably was so uncomfortable. He's probably because at one point he goes, "Can you move the mic up a little bit?"
Yeah, exactly.
And then he moves the mic up, and Christian's still standing there, but he's standing awkwardly close to him. For these segments, I don't know why they just don't give him two mics and have Schiavone ask the question.
Yeah.
With one mic, and then just give Christian his own mic, so he doesn't I like when there's one mic in those backstage interviews, because
then you could grab it from somebody and shit, but
right,
in an in-ring promo, you just have two mics. It's that simple.
Exactly. In a backstage interview, the mic that he's holding is it
It's the interview mic, you know what I mean?
it picks up, for all we know, that's probably not even the mic they're using, because 9 times out of 10, there's probably a mic above them that, picks up all their voices. So it's that makes sense, and they're obviously standing in an interview area, so, but man, I mean, in something like this, it's just, Jesus, it just looks so awkward. It's Christian, he would try to he was trying to get into the promo, but you could tell him having to bend down and stare up at the hard cam just felt super awkward, and he still did a really good job, but
oh yeah,
it seemed like he had to pause a lot more than he should have, because he needed
to
the mic
adjust.
up, or but that aspect of it was kind of weird. And it kind of felt a little sloppy, but he ended up grabbing the mic. But before he did that, he was just going on about why he turned on Jungle Boy, and I love the attention to detail here. He mentioned Double or Nothing 2021, how
Yeah.
those two were the last two in that battle royal, and
Dumped
he
his ass.
eliminated him. And he was talking about how when he came into AEW, he wanted to outwork everyone, and now he has worked everybody, because he said he thought that Jungle Boy was going to be a huge star, but once
That money
once
dried up.
yeah, he said once the well ran dry, pretty much. He figured he had to put this to an end sooner, so
Mm-hmm.
that is why he turned on Jungle Boy. He talked about how his mom was looking at Christian, and maybe she wanted to get with him, and then he was talking about being Jungle Boy's new dad, and he said he would want to be his dad, because he knows that Jungle Boy's dad is dead. Just
Damn.
like that. And
Bro
I'm like,
just said it.
I was like, Jesus.
Bro was flaming, man. Bro was a menace.
Yeah,
Ooh.
man. Yeah, Christian's best work comes from him being heel, and this is gonna do
Wonders.
nothing but good for him. Luchasaurus ends up coming out. He gets in the ring, grabs Christian by the neck, and pushes him up against the corner. Christian's still holding the mic. He's trying to tell him that he can't breathe, and then he tells him, "Remember what happened to Marco?"
Damn.
And Luchasaurus just like kind of let him go, and he tells Luchasaurus that he wants to talk, and that they're not going to do it in front of all these scummy people. They're going to go in the back and talk. And then Luchasaurus just walked with him, as the commentators were calling Christian a scumbag, no good human being and whatnot. So for manipulating Luchasaurus, he said something else. He said, "You remember what happened to Marco?" And then there was something else he had said. I can't remember exactly what it was.
I forgot what it was too, man. But I love heel Christian, man. That's such a way better move, because that like baby face older guy that wants to prove himself through his age, most time no one really ever does that idea right. You know what I mean? So just because he obviously is old and he fucking can't outwork everybody, especially his fucking roster. Now, if he was in WWE and he'd outwork everybody in that bitch, I got trust in him with that. But in AEW, it's way less believable, man. So I think heel Christian is way better, and it's gonna work way better in AEW, man. And the way he was talking, man, I love that type of shit. I love when people are just fucking menaces like that and just say fuck ass shit just because. I love it. I really do, man. I can't wait to see him next.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. It's really gonna be good. Jeez. Yeah, the show ended with a brawl between the Jericho Appreciation Society, the Blackpool Combat Club, Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz, and Shota Umino. So, yeah, that was how the show ended, man. And that's really about it, man. That's really about it for Dynamite. Nothing really too much. Everything else that happened just pertained to Forbidden Door, so that's kind of pointless to talk about at this point. Yeah, it was I mean, it was a solid episode. It was a solid episode. I really liked the Christian stuff, but yeah, that was
man.
Yeah, that was that. And then for Rampage, brawl broke out again between the Best Friends, Roppongi Vice, and United Empire. Then we had Andrade versus Rey Fenix, which was a very good match. And at the end of the match, towards the end of the match, Roosh was seen on the stage. He low-blowed Rey Fenix while the ref had his back turned. He threw him in the ring to Andrade, and he hit him with the hammerlock, man. And Andrade picked up the victory, and they put on shirts, and they are called La Facción Ingobernable. So that is the name of the what seems to be this faction. And I heard the day of Forbidden Door yesterday. I heard, and I even showed you, apparently there were several AEW contracts that were quietly expired.
Yeah.
And that makes me wonder, I wonder if guys like Private Party are on that list, because why else would they just break up the AFO?
That is true, man.
You know what I mean? Because I think we've seen the Butcher and Blade since then, so I don't think it would be them. But yeah, we haven't seen or heard anything about Private Party in the longest.
We really haven't. So, and it sucks because they're one of the better jobber teams that could be not jobbers again. You know what I mean? Except like a Butcher and Blade, I would let them go. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it, man. I really don't, but I really wonder who they quietly let go, man. And you mentioned this, I think either this morning or last night, but what the fuck is this fucking
Colt
name?
Cabana.
Colt Cabana, bro.
Boom, boom.
I could see that one heavy, bro. He's reminded of his rent payment, man, and I don't think he likes that very much.
Yeah, definitely. As soon as, I mean, if everything with them isn't cool, which I feel like it's not, I could be wrong,
Probably
but
not.
I feel like it's not. You know, ever since Punk came into the company, man, you sense the day coming.
Exactly. Where he's just done.
Yeah, man. So, you know, hope he's still able to pay his rent. That's for damn sure.
Fucking Cabana, bruh. His ass. Talk about paying rent. Made him pay his fucking rent.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, that was pretty much the week of AEW, man. Nothing that we didn't go over yesterday on the Forbidden Door review, other than this Christian stuff, man. So, yeah.
Shit.
I guess it's time.
Raw.
Honestly, the best thing about Monday Night Raw was seeing all these fucking AEW guys on the show.
Bro, that show was great, bruh. And fucking Durante with the goat-ass comment. WWE didn't ask CM Punk to do nothing, bruh. They went to all those people, bruh. You know they ain't go to Punk. And Punk would have done it, too. He would have done it with a smile on his face. They ain't go to that, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, what
I
the
didn't
hell?
even realize that. Come on. It's fucking amazing, bro. I love that.
I'm dead, bro.
God.
Dude.
They got a good amount of people. They got Brian. They got Paul White. They got another one, too.
Jericho.
They got Jericho, too. It's just crazy, man. No
Dude,
Punk,
and my thing is, too, with a guy like Punk is one of Cena's greatest rivals. So, like,
exactly.
I don't give a fuck what kind of beef. I mean, the beef isn't, you know, I mean, the guy didn't do things that were Chris Benoit levels of horrible. So, like,
exactly.
I don't care what your beef is. Like, if it's for Cena, it's for Cena. Like, put the ego to the side. Reach out. I mean, if he declined, that's one thing. Yeah. Reach out and be like, yo, but you know they didn't fucking reach out to CM Punk.
No.
You know damn well they didn't reach out to him. I'd reach out to Punk totally and be like, yo, would you want to talk about what just 30-second clip of you just talking about Cena? I'm
Simple.
sure he would have done it.
Exactly,
I'm positive
bro.
he would have done it, man. But the Jericho one, I noticed something so funny, and it just
Word.
left me laughing my ass
Oh,
off,
I'm
bro. But to open the show, we got this last chance battle royale, and it was a bunch of guys. The Miz was in there. Ali was in there. Riddle was in there. Dolph Ziggler was in there. Lo and behold, it ends. The last two end up being Miz and Matt Riddle, and then Matt Riddle ends up just RKOing him on the apron, and Miz rolled off. So, yeah, that was.
It's better than Miz being in there. Good
honestly,
Lord. Dude, remember when he would be IC champ and always get put in like the chamber and the Money in the Bank ladder match?
Yep.
Bro, every time that motherfucker was a mid-card champion, he was thrown in everything. And it was so annoying. Good Lord. And see what they did with Ali during that match?
I didn't.
They eliminated him during the break. Bro didn't even get an on-TV
What?
elimination. They came back from break. Dude was gone. So much for fucking main event Ali. Fucking Logan sent that to us. I was dying, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, come on. M-E. Oh, yeah. M-E-M. Main event Mustafa. Bro. You know where you want to go, bro. Come on, look what just happened in your hometown, bro. You know you wish he was a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So Matt Riddle wins the Battle Royal, as he should have. He should have never lost to fucking Omos to begin with.
God.
Yeah. And then we get the Street Profits asking John Cena for advice against the Usos because they've never been able to beat the Usos, and he told them, remember who you are, never give up, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, so John Cena thing.
Yeah, that was that. He did this a couple other times throughout the night. He did one with Seth.
Mm-hmm.
And Seth was making fun of him because he failed his cash in, and Seth had the best one. And yeah, Seth was just making fun of him. Seth then got interrupted by Omos to try to scare him.
Yeah.
Because, Omo can wrestle circles around Seth Rollins.
Oh, bro, he's so much more good. So much better than Seth. Like, what? And
that fun's fucking selling me that.
Exactly, bro. And man, bro, fuck. Theory and Cena, bro. Give us like Seth and Cena at SummerSlam, bro. Let's have fun with Cena while he's here, bro. Not with Theory, bro. God damn.
Yeah.
Something, dude. Anything.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand the thought process behind that, other than the simple fact of, but my thing is, if you wanted to get Theory to the next level, Cena's a good option, but why don't you put some faith in some of your guys you have now to elevate him?
Exactly.
You don't think Seth can elevate the guy? I mean, I know they're both heels, but what about AJ Styles? What about he's working with Bobby Lashley now? So, Drew McIntyre. Put some faith in some of these guys you got now to try to elevate him. He's not, but it's not going to happen. But this is how WWE thinks. They think that they're going to put him in the ring with Cena once, and then he's going to be a star after that. And it's not.
It's not
Cena,
how it ever works.
They forget their own history. They always like to show the clip of Cena coming out to face Kurt. But right after that, a couple months after that, John Cena was stale as fuck, and they were thinking about releasing him. There were some dark days. He didn't just faced Kurt and that catapulted him. Now in the long run, we can look back and say, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy that, you know, he debuted against Kurt and he ended up being, you know, a huge star. What were you saying?
And even in that one Dark Side of the Ring we were watching, they mentioned that when Austin gave that 316 promo, for the months afterwards, he was on the pre-show. Like, nothing, almost nothing is instant in this business, bruh. Especially for a guy like Theory, bruh. It's just how it is. It takes time, multiple people, and just giving it your all on all sides, bruh. And they just gotta put trust in their current guys to put over Theory, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, you know, I think it would have been really beneficial to, you know, put him in the ring with some of your guys before you want to put him in the ring with Cena. And even if you do put him in the ring with Cena, man, you know, you still got to put stock into him. You can't just put him in the ring with Cena and then that's going to be it. You know what I mean? I mean, it just don't work like that, man.
No.
So yeah, yes, but I would totally like to see something with Cena. I would have liked you know, the Judgment Day stuff wasn't really all that good, but I would have liked to see what he could have did with like a more like kind of satanic edge.
Yeah, that would be fun. Just
Edge,
something.
I knew you.
Man, I thought I knew you.
Also,
They knew you.
there were Judgment Day segments.
Oh, really?
In the beginning of the show.
Mm.
I think it was like right after the Battle Royal. And it was Finn and Damian Priest talking to Dominic and Ray. And they were telling Dominic that, you know, he needs a better or they were telling Dominic pretty much the same thing Edge told everybody, like, oh, our arms are always open to anyone who wants to join us. And then they start talking about leaderships, and then Finn Balor goes, or Damian Priest was saying something about, you know, you need to be with somebody who's gonna actually lead you in the right direction and not somebody who's gonna lead you nowhere. And Finn went, you know, maybe Ray's not just maybe Ray isn't the leader that you need. Maybe he's just a bad father or something like that. And Ray went to go at him, and Dominic held him back, and then Ray starts going, next week, San Diego. Next week, San Diego. How about that? All four of us. We're gonna throw down. That's literally what he said. And
Dude.
I was just laughing. I was just laughing when he was getting all pissed off. But yeah, it was oh god. I mean, Judgment Day wasn't that good to begin with, man. But now it's just now it's even worse.
Just lame.
Now,
Yeah,
now it's just your stereotypical WWE faction of assholes that are just being pricks, and they just have no idea why.
Dicks. Exactly. Yeah. Like, they don't have a real plan of getting Dominic to join them. Fuck, I wouldn't. But still, it's just like just needlessly antagonizing people. Like, bro, what's the point? What's the point of all this? There is now. I don't get it, Brian. They're already delegated to just backstage segments. No more full entrance. Now they get to talk in the ring. No more of that. Because that happened with Edge. That ain't gonna happen with just them. So, this is what their segments are gonna be.
Well, they did
now.
get their entrance.
Oh, they did.
Well, on main event last week, remember?
Oh yeah,
they got their grand entrance on main event.
Main event with Ali, probably. Good lord, man. Straight to the main event, bruh. ain't talking about the actual main event. I'm talking about main event. Fucking capital letters, bruh. God damn. It's just sad, man. It's sad seeing that group and just the people in it, what they've already become. Fucking Rhea Ripley's a weirdo. The Eradicator. Fucking Damian Priest is just big scary guy. And then Finn's just fucking Finn.
He's just a dick.
He's
That's
just
his
a
new
needless
gimmick.
asshole for no reason.
No
When
fucking
that was not
reason.
when like heel Finn in NXT was just like a confident. He wasn't an asshole, but he just
He
said
was
it
just
how it
cocky.
was. He
Yeah.
was just cocky, bro, and he would say it how it was, bro. If you can, you wouldn't just walk up to fucking Ray and Dominic in NXT and just start fucking just saying shit for no reason. Like, yeah, that's the thing I hate about the main roster. People just go up to each other and just say shit for no goals, no reason. It's just walking up to each other and just, all right, I
And
guess I
then
got to feud with this guy.
yeah, and then from then on, it's like a blood feud.
Like, bruh, how did just talking shit backstage turn a whole ass blood feud, bruh? Like, that's why I hate this television, bruh. It's just, it's always, that's
Or
always how it's been. Just, they just
yeah,
walk. Mm-hmm.
or what WWE thinks is a blood feud.
Exactly what they think is a blood feud, which is apparently everything 24/7. If it's
Everything.
not for a title, it's a blood feud. Um, but like, dude, it's just lame, bruh. Let's have purpose for feuds. Let's have Judgment Day go after someone they want. Let's say they genuinely wanted Dominic in the group, and they tried to make him believe that Ray was a fucking piece of shit to get it to it or some shit. It would justify what they're saying, bruh. But they're just doing it to feud. It's just classic WWE writing, which is just bad.
Yeah.
Just lame, man. This show's just lame.
This is interesting here. I
Hmm.
guess we could get your hot take. Durante asks, has AJ Styles been buried? What do you think?
Hmm. I wouldn't say buried. I would just say meaningless. Yeah, I mean, they haven't really shat on the guy, but he's just there. You know what I mean? He's just the definition of just AJ Styles is there. It's what I talked about how AJ Styles is on the roster before. It's how Pete Dunne was in NXT.
Yeah.
He's just a guy that's just they need a feud, they go with AJ. They need this random tag team, they go with AJ. They need this random match, they go with AJ. It's just
They
he's just
need
the tool.
yeah, they need you need to put this guy that's fucking greener than grass with somebody, put him with AJ.
Put him with AJ. It's like, bruh, he's AJ Styles. That's what you do with the fucking Dolph Ziggler. That's not what you do with an AJ Styles, bruh. I wouldn't say he's because buried is a big word, and yeah, I wouldn't say he's buried. He's just unimportant, just there. You know
He's
what I
been yeah,
mean?
and he's been that way for a long
For a
time, man.
minute, like they like the guy, but they like him to the point where it's just he's a good hand. That's what they
Yep.
see him as. They don't want to embarrass him or nothing. He's just a good hand to them, and that's just what he'll be for the rest of his time in there.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll ever see the days of him touching a world title again.
No, I don't think so. I think those days are definitely done.
Yeah. Um yeah, yeah, I would have a similar answer to that. I wouldn't say he's buried, but I think he's coasting.
Exactly.
I think they've just put the man on autopilot, and I think he's just showing up weekly to do shit that has no meaning
Exactly.
whatsoever. And it sucks. It sucks. Yeah, it really does. And yeah, man, it's just bad. It's just
Yeah, it's
really
just
bad.
sad to see
There,
because
yeah,
there's a
no,
lot more to him.
yeah, and there's so much, just great stuff you could be getting out of the man, and it's nothing. There's
Exactly.
nothing. that they're putting into him anymore like they used to, that makes you think, like, even tonight it was a horrible showing, not on his part, but mostly because in his match with the Miz couldn't take any of his moves. Like, AJ was trying to do like his cool moves, and the Miz is bumping wrong on all of his moves.
Yeah, it's just like, it's not that they bury him, it's just no one's in his level. And, like, they don't use him, but when he gets a match, finally, it's against the Miz, someone who's not nearly his level. Can't do what he do, can't keep up. It's just sad.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is, it's just sad.
Absolutely. So yeah, yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. But yeah, buried. I wouldn't say buried, but I would just say that they put him on autopilot, and I think they got their use out of him. And I think Vince has. I think it's the old Vince McMahon toy theory. You know,
exactly.
I think it's. Vince played with this action figure for. I'll say about 2 years. 2016, 17, and 18 were solid years for AJ Styles. In terms of,
Actually doing something.
Yeah, in terms of him actually doing something. That doesn't mean that WWE didn't make the man grow stale, because 2018, when he had that real long title run, I thought that shit was stale as hell. But, but that's the thing that sucks about WWE is, in their minds, he's a made man, and they have nothing else to prove with him. And
Exactly, man.
they made AJ Styles more than any other company could in their mind, and he's a made man, and
That's all I need for him.
Yeah, and there's not really much more of a need for him, because he's already done way more than the normal guy does in WWE. That's how they think. So that's, I think his days of being world champion in WWE are behind him. And I think Vince McMahon played with the toy for 2 years, and then he put it up. He didn't really see a use for it.
It's to Vince McMahon, it's not the type of toy you want to throw away or just disregard. He still wants it, but he's just got better ones now. Ones he's more interested in now. And another thing that helps him, not be completely buried, but just stay in the company and just be in that role of a good hand, is because he's an indie guy. And when Vince creates his own guys, who better for those Vince guys to beat than an indie guy? Not in a disrespectful way to AJ himself, but just the indies and where he came from. Just to see, look who's beating the indie guy, my guy. That's just how Vince sees him. He doesn't dislike AJ. He's just there for AJ. AJ's just there for him.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, yeah, man. Thanks for the question, Durante. If you have any more, please feel free.
Not this show. God damn.
So we get a video package with Triple H saying something about Cena, Shawn Michaels. This guy named Daniel Bryan. Who is that?
Who is that?
Was he the guy that was supposed to be on pay-per-view last night against Zack Sabre Jr.? Is that him? Is that the same guy?
I think that is him, man. I think that is him.
Then there was another guy on here named The Big Show. Guy looked really familiar to that Paul White guy we see in AEW.
Kind of looked like Paul White.
Paul out. No, man, but the next one had Jericho and Cody in it, and I can't wait to talk about that one, because I was legitimately laughing my ass off. Daniel Bryan, or so they call him here, and Daniel Bryanson. Bryan Danielson, thanked John for being so giving and for just, helping him rise through the ranks of WWE. And Big Show thanked him. Just he just thanked him and told him that it was a pleasure working with you, and cheers to 20 years, man. So that was very cool to see these AEW guys coming together for something that's way bigger than either company. And it's just truly, truly an awesome thing.
Bro, I loved it.
We have what they called. So, okay. The Miz was in a segment. And it was not called
Miz TV, actually.
Miz TV. They called this an A-list interview.
So it's Miz TV, except he's the one being interviewed.
Pretty much.
Hated this segment, bro.
This was Miz coming out. He got pissed at Kevin Patrick because his little mic holder wasn't flipped up to make an M, so he did it himself. And they start talking about AJ. Kevin goes to say, well, didn't you get mad because AJ talked about your... And the Miz cut him off, told him not to say it. He went to turn around again. Kevin Patrick said, your tiny balls. Ha 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 ha. Jesus Christ. Vince McMahon's got a thing for, like, ball jokes, like dick jokes, and he's got a thing for fucking dancing.
Dude, he really does.
Like, the weirdest fucking...
things to find funny.
Like
dancing?
What are you, fucking 4?
Literally,
like,
bro, like, what the Dude, Vince is a weird-ass guy. He really is. It's just weird. Like, dude, stop talking about his fucking... Stop talking about the man's sack. What kind of weird shit is this, bruh?
Man literally named a pay-per-view Great Balls of Fire and made the logo 2 balls on fire and with the flame poking out, looking like a dick. Funny. Bro.
Like, dude, how fucking immature are you?
And then the backstage reports that he was hysterical.
Yeah.
And the logo they made that was in the shape of a dick just fucking made him...
up.
What the fuck? What are you, fucking 12?
Bro, I'm telling you, Larry with the GOAT comment. Are we sure Vince cheats on his wife with women? These ball jokes. Bro, I'm telling you, like, is he implying something?
That's true, man. I don't know, man, but... Yeah, Miz gets pissed off at Kevin Patrick. He tells him, you are not going to make this a thing. AJ Styles comes out mad as hell, just decks Miz in the face. Oh, they were talking about Logan Paul put out some tweets of him training and the Miz implying that he set that up for Logan Paul. So I don't know if they were implying those two tagging together again, or I don't know if that was just the Miz playing up to just the Miz stuff. But
yeah, I have no clue, man. I don't know, man. I'm just done with the Miz, bro. Dude's the worst, bro. Dude, I just can't stand. I just can't stand the man.
And that is genuinely one of the sole reasons as to why that is one of the sole reasons as to why Mondays after going to an AEW pay-per-view suck. Is segments like this.
Yep.
You know what I mean? My God.
It's garbage.
You're sitting in the United Center one night, and the next night, around 24 hours later, you are sitting in your bed at like 8 o'clock listening to Miz's tiny ball jokes. Oh my God.
Like hits you, bro. It really does.
AJ Styles comes out, decks Miz in the face. These two have a one-on-one match. Lasted like 10 minutes. The Miz ended up walking off because AJ was about to beat him, and he got himself counted out. So,
Generic Miz shit.
Yeah. Liv Morgan beat Alexa Bliss.
Who
Okay.
cares?
On the go home show. Both of these women are in the ladder match, but you know, what do I know? Whatever. Next, we have more tributes to John Cena. This was the second batch of videos. We got one from Stone Cold. We got one from... You know who I'm surprised didn't do one? Mark Henry.
Yeah, I was thinking about him. I'm surprised he didn't, man.
The famous
Hall of Pain.
Not Hall of Pain. What the hell? The famous retirement speech.
Yeah.
You know, where Mark was gonna retire, Cena standing out there with him, and then everybody was buying it. Mark is crying, and then he just world's strongest slams him. That shit was sick, man.
That shit was hard to sell. Larry does have a question though. He says, "Hey, I got a question. Is All Out in the United Center? I saw the sign last night, dude. Nobody knows, bruh. It's a
Larry,
mystery out in the world.
Larry,
Like,
so
we don't know what the hell's going on with this company.
man, I showed you guys. I showed this on the review last night, but I'll show it to you guys again. You know, I apologize again for not putting the actual picture up. But so we get to our seats and we're sitting there for like 2 minutes, and Sir Kay goes, "Oh shit! Look at that banner. This is what we see.
Yeah.
This is what we see." Hanging, and you could see it. You could see the Blackhawks banners, as you can make out. All Out, AEW All Out, Sunday, September 4th. So you see that. Oh my god, my camera didn't go blurry. So you see that. I see that sitting, or I see that, you know, sitting from my seat. I see the damn banner hanging right above me, and I'm like, oh shit. So, what I was wondering, I'm assuming you watched it, you know, on pay-per-view. What I asked last night was, did they make any mention of that on TV? Because, like they didn't say anything about the show.
No. They didn't even throw up a graphic that I saw.
And it's like if you don't know where the show is going to be, like, why would you
Make a whole ass banner in the United Center that the world can see to just have us question it? Now you're inviting the question. It's like, bruh, I didn't get that, bruh.
Me neither, man. I genuinely did not. Yeah, man, it's just like, it made no sense. I don't know why they put that up there if they weren't going to announce where it was going to be, or like, I was hoping maybe somebody would ask him on the media scrum, but
Same. I don't know.
nobody did. Not that I know of, at least.
Larry just said they never mentioned shit about it. Like, bruh, what the hell's going on with All Out?
Like, what the fuck? Like, you
Where
hang
is
this banner in the United Center, then what is that going to make people think? Like, why would you hang that banner there the whole night and, like,
Just not do shit about it. Like,
not mention anything? You know,
I don't
like,
get it,
even
bruh.
if you don't know where it is, like, or like, if you do know where it is, like, tell us, like,
Just
the
tell
reason
us.
you see that banner hanging there is because All Out's going to be right here in the United Center. Or, as you can see, we have the All Out sign, locations coming soon, or something.
Just an answer. And it's just like, bruh.
As
you
to
can't just
why
show us that.
this big ass banner is hanging there the whole night. Like, what the
Literally,
fuck?
bruh. That shit annoyed the hell out of me. I don't know why they did that.
Genuinely, bro, I didn't get that at all. And especially for them to go about the night as if there wasn't a giant ass banner that says AEW All Out Sunday, September 4th, hanging in the United Center. I don't know what the thought process behind that decision was, but if it is, I'm all for it, man.
Exactly, bruh. If it is, fucking perfect, man. But if it's not, why, bruh? Why you gonna tease us like that?
Why would you hang the banner in the United Center to tease all of us?
I don't get it.
Me neither, man. It didn't make sense at all as to why they hung that there. So, yeah, man, we got more video packages from Stone Cold. Cody. Dude, Cody Rhodes said something, and I absolutely just fucking died laughing. He says, John Cena is the literal model for do the work.
Fucking Cody, bro. Dude, man. Fucking Cody. Talking about the model for do the work. Bro, shut up, please. Just heal up, bro. Just go heal up, bro. Shut the hell up. God damn. Fucking Cody.
Dude, it was so funny. And then we get to Chris Jericho. And he goes, and this made me die laughing because they cut him off. They cut his video off. You could clearly tell. He goes, John Cena, one of my all-time favorite opponents. And then he like opens his mouth to speak again and it shuts off. And I was just dying laughing because I can only imagine what this man was going to say on Monday. Why do I have a feeling he was going to say something about him being a wizard or something stupid that was like, oh man.
Or I think he was gonna say like right beside, and then someone, you're one of my favorite opponents, right beside John Moxley or some shit. That's what I felt like it was. But who knows what he said, and they just cut the fuck out. They're like, bro, we ain't putting this on our television, bro. Cut the shit.
I can imagine him just saying something about him showing up on Raw because he's a wizard or something stupid, man. And I was just dying laughing at that because I was just like, this dude,
he don't give a shit, bro. You fucking love Jericho, bro. Don't give a fuck about this company. He just does it for the fuck of it.
Seriously, bro. Man's doing it for the culture.
Bro really is. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, dude, it was so funny, dude. It was so
Jericho,
fucking funny.
Bro.
Bianca Belair has a face-to-face with Carmella. Carmella was saying that the reason everybody hates her is because she's the total package of a women's wrestler.
Dude.
Okay.
You're not. You're pretty much the opposite of total package.
Yeah. So, yeah, she just talked about how she was going to beat Bianca, goes to walk away from her. Bianca turns her back. Carmella goes to kick her. Bianca catches the kick and, hits Carmella as she rolls out of the ring. And that was that.
Bro, I don't know what they played between Bianca coming out and the segment starting. Second Bianca come out, I was like, alright, this is a good segment. I gotta go take a shit. Bro, I come back from my shit. It had to been like 5 minutes. And she's just starting to talk. She just got the mic in her hands. I still hear her goddamn theme song. I'm thinking, bro, why do they do this, bro?
Yeah, I never understood why they go to commercial and do stuff like that. Just
like, bro, I know for a fact they did some fucking replay or some shit during that shit. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, man. After that was when John Cena came out and did his promo. Vince came out in this too. Do you remember anything about that?
No, all he did was just introduce Cena and just dip.
Okay.
That's all. He was just doing one of his introducing John Cena and just dipped when Cena came out, man.
Ridiculous, man.
Dude, I'm
Utterly
telling you.
Ridiculous. Yes, so Cena comes out, thanks the WWE Universe. This was very almost emotional, very heartfelt, very cool. John Cena said, I never get the chance to thank you guys a lot because I was always waiting for the right moment. And he was talking about how today feels like the right moment. And he thanked everybody. He thanked everybody for telling him when he sucked. He thanked everybody for telling him when he didn't suck. He just thanked everybody for teaching him humility, and he thanked everybody for teaching him perseverance, and it was just awesome, man. It was just awesome. John Cena truly is, in every sense of the word, the embodiment of a GOAT. The
Truly
GOAT.
is, bro.
He's
the embodiment of what the fuck did Cody
do the
say?
work.
Do the work. But bro really is just the GOAT all around, man. From
He is.
attitude to what he's done to what he does. He is the GOAT, bro.
He
He really
100%.
is.
100%. Yeah, Cena's
And
the GOAT, man.
hell, and I love when he was talking about keep cheering, keep booing, keep
Yes.
giving the feedback, bro. Because Cena, he's all for that, man. I love that.
Just like Cody deadass trying to beat John Cena out
Bro,
here.
that man tries so hard to be Cena. It's funny.
He was just doing an interview a couple days ago where he said that the wrestlers need to just take the feedback instead of getting mad at the fans. Like, dude, you left the company because you were getting booed, bruh.
Like come on, bro.
What?
Like, he tries so hard to be Cena, but he's just not. He's just not Cena, bro. And it's just funny because he tries so hard. He's a little fucking Cena mark, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Cody's so funny, bro. He's so unintentionally funny.
Oh, he's hilarious. He's the embodiment of do the work. Well, you only hear that shit out of Cody's mouth, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, we were talking about with, like, how Dynamite is, and how the Jericho Appreciation Society is. They're funny because their characters genuinely believe in what they say.
Yeah.
But Cody's funny because he genuinely believes the stupid shit he says. It's not a character. But Cody, it's just what he believes in his own head. And it's just hilarious, bro. He really is those characters 100% real. That is just Cody. And I fucking love it. I fucking love Cody for all that shit.
Yes, Cody. The Cody memes are goated.
They really are.
But the Cody jokes as well. The Cody jokes are just truly goated. But he Oh wow. Larry says, who else heard Corey Graves say that WWE has the only tag titles that matter? Yeah, tell that to fucking FTR and the Young Bucks.
Exactly.
Ooh. How about you have a tag team division that matters?
Exactly.
How about that?
Dude, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Those titles don't mean a fucking thing.
They mean nothing.
Those titles mean no more than the dirt off the fucking ground. That's literally the reason why FTR wanted to leave.
Because they meant nothing. The division meant nothing. Come on, bro.
And it never will.
No.
And they will most likely, when it's all said and done, they will most likely have wasted the Usos' prime years.
Yep. And right in that company, just doing nothing. Facing the same people 24/7. Because that's all they have.
Yeah. Yes, but John Cena did also say, even when he's not here, continue to boo for what you think sucks and continue to cheer for what you believe in. And he just talked about how doing all of the Make-A-Wishes taught him empathy and caring. And it was just... Cena's the greatest to ever do it. He really fucking is. Cena's Cena, man, and he's I said this on our very first show, man, but Notorious podcast episode number 1, but goddamn that man taught me so much about life through my childhood, and he's done so much for not only me but
lots and lots of people, a whole generation, bro.
Seriously, a whole generation of kids, and You know, he taught us so much about not about life, but about the attitude to get through life, man. And it's just, you know, just a fucking remarkable person, man. Cena's just the GOAT, bro. That's what it is, man. He genuinely is.
Truly, bro. Truly. And he deserved all he ever got, bro. Truly.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, and yeah, I absolutely love John Cena Appreciation Night.
Love that.
I fucking wish the guy could be here every week, because how is it that a 43-year-old John Cena is the only fucking person on this roster at the moment that, like, the only other guy that makes you feel anything in this company, the only time he made you feel shit, for me, is when he was in AEW.
Exactly, bro. Like,
even with Cody, like, I fucking love Cody. Cody is fucking, not only is he hilarious, but I love Cody, man. Cody's Cody.
He's great. Exactly.
Cody's just fucking Cody, man. But Cody's fantastic, man. But how is it that John Cena is the only fucking guy on this roster to this day to make you feel anything?
Anything, bro. Like, come on.
Like, my God, I kept seeing this shit all around Twitter, and I felt the same way. But it's like, as soon as this promo was done, all of us were like, damn, like, we were getting emotional. Like,
exactly.
He's the only fucking guy to make you feel anything on this damn show to this day. Bro. He's not even here every week.
The second that segment ended, I was like, oh, yep, that's the point of Raw. Done, finished, bro. Like, he's the only one. It's sad, bro. It's sad.
Jeez, man. So, yeah, Cena... what's up?
Fucking, Larry commented that Chris Jericho said in his little video, he said that Cena's the catalyst of sports entertainers. God damn, the hell. Fucking, love that guy.
Fucking Jericho, man.
Like, how is Cena the only one to be able to fucking get anybody to care? That's sad, bruh. That's sad.
Yeah, I mean, my God. Seriously, man, to this very day, the only guy to make you feel anything on a promo.
Oh, literally, bruh. It like, come on.
Yeah, man. It just goes to show you the state and the culture of this company. Bobby Lashley defeats I just see this fucking picture of Cody sitting in the rehab facility with his red shirt on, just looking up, smiling.
His happy ass, fucking happy to be there to smile, bruh. Cody.
But Bobby Lashley, oh, by the way, man, God damn it, I wish Cody hadn't gotten hurt. Dude, SummerSlam, Cody Rhodes, bruh. John Cena, dude.
That shit would have been heat, bro. Hear him fucking flame, fucking, let's say Corey, fucking Cody. Oh, bro, I would have loved it.
Amazon John Cena versus Wish John Cena.
Literally, bro. Come on, bro.
But
cracking at his hair and shit. Oh, it'd be amazing.
Dude. Oh, man. We better not ever get robbed out of that match. Like, dude, we got Cody in WWE for 3 years. Next year, SummerSlam, I'm counting on it.
Dude, it's gotta be.
You know
Cena.
what? Have Cena beat Cody to get number 17.
Do it, bruh. I'd respect it.
Yes, do that, please. And then, if Cody ever does decide to leave, he will have that notch on his belt, because they can never erase him from history, because they will always
have to
mention how John Cena is a 17-time world champ, and he won the most. Who did he beat? Cody fucking Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Corey What the
Corey
fuck are they gonna
Rhodes.
rename? Corey Road.
Corey Raxton.
Corey Street. The hell, bro. But yeah, man, we better not get robbed of that match. They got this man for 3 years. We gotta see that at some point, bro.
Mm,
Cause,
absolutely.
'Cause good lord, is that a dream match? Just 'cause I want to see those fucking promos.
Honestly.
I will pay so much money to get those promos.
For real. So, Bobby Lashley defeats the Alpha Academy, and Austin Theory was there as the special enforcer. And Bobby Lashley still won, so that's that. Becky Lynch won this 6-pack elimination match
Yeah,
thing.
fucking
The last chance.
last chance, dude. Who would have guessed it? She would have still made it in. Good lord.
Yeah, seriously. And yeah, man, that was that. That was that match. And then the last thing we have to go over for Monday Night Raw. This is kind of scaring me for this man's sake. We have an open spot at this Money in the Bank ladder match. I'm scared for one of two reasons. One, I think this could be Brock Lesnar. And
Dude,
I can see
again.
Brock Lesnar coming out literally in the exact same fashion he did Mustafa Ali. But since Brock doesn't really like Riddle, I could see Riddle being put in that position to look like a fucking idiot. And I can genuinely see Brock Lesnar coming out and wasting the Money in the Bank contract.
I can see it.
Again. Or I can see WWE wanting to have Cody Rhodes coast through this match because he can't do too much because he's recovering from his torn pec. But I could see them putting him in here, having him do little to no work, and then just getting the briefcase at the end. And I could totally see them doing something.
Lot.
I could see both of those situations being very
likely
to happen.
Especially with that Cody one. You'll know they take him out in the match, stretcher him out. He'll make his way back and climb the ladder when everyone's knocked out. Kill me.
In many aspects, though, I feel like that would piss a lot of people off, and I think you would already be doing yourself a disservice and starting people turning on Cody Rhodes, because you know what's going to happen. Cody always, when he first jumps into these companies, he has this honeymoon phase. We've seen it with AEW, and I mean, he's been doing good work here. Definitely not the best work of his career, but he's doing good work. You know, Mr. AEW. At the end of the day, Mr. AEW is running shit in WWE more than Mr. WWE. That is Roman fucking Reigns.
Exactly.
So what does that tell you about the culture? So Cody, I could easily see that happening. I could see, and if it's not then, I want you guys to know, as soon as he wins those world titles, a couple months after, people are going to start turning on him.
Oh, 100%. Oh, yeah, because I know some people will turn on him if he wins that Money in the Bank. Because a lot of people want Seth. But, dude, stale championship runs in this company is like one of the biggest causes for the fans to turn. And that's what it'll be.
After that long 2018 run by AJ Styles, a lot of people didn't turn on him, but they just didn't. They wanted a break from seeing him on top.
Exactly. They wanted a big break from him in the main event, and well, they got it, man. But the same thing's gonna happen with Cody, man. He's not gonna like it.
WWE's problem is reintroducing somebody to the main to the top again, because once they see the fans turn on you, they do one of two things. They push you to the fucking moon and never take you from that top spot, or once they do take you from the top spot to give you the break from the top spot so you don't grow
Never make
stale,
your way back up.
you never make your way back, man. They do one of
Literally.
two things.
So it's concerning, man. It's concerning for Cody. He better hope all this shit just works out, man. Because if he doesn't, he's gonna end up the same way. People are gonna be booing him. He's not gonna be happy. He's gonna go jump back over to the other ship, and it's just gonna be the cycle of Cody, always jumping ship because he's angry.
I'm back.
I'm back. God damn it, I'm back. Just God, this
This is
fucking
my
guy
home.
again. This always been my home. AEW title is my life goal. It's what my father would want me to win. Just God. And every
Here we
time he just
go.
jumps from company, he just makes up more and more shit. But he better hope that the fans don't turn on him as fast as they probably are going to.
Yeah, and yeah, he's in here and they're asking him the possibility of Seth Rollins win Money in the Bank. He starts to get a little pissed off and he walks out of the interview. And that's kind of what is scaring me because I think it's gonna be
Cody.
I think it's gonna be one of two people, and if Brock wins the Money in the Bank again,
Dude.
we talk about this all the time with Roman and Brock, but you are just absolutely beating the fucking dead horse, man.
Dude, it's been dead for dude, that shit's a skeleton now, and they
Oh,
still beating the
dude.
hell out of it, bruh.
Oh,
Good lord.
tell me about it, bro.
Ugh,
Oh my
just
god.
stop, bruh. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
It is. It's just ridiculous, bro. It is genuinely ridiculous, man. So those are my two theories for Money in the Bank, and I think that one of
Pretty
these
likely.
is very likely, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly.
But yeah, man, that's everything we got, man. That's everything we got. So that was the week of wrestling, a bit shorter. This week, obviously, not really much AEW to talk about.
No.
Being that, if you do want to hear us talk about a little bit of AEW, man, we got the Forbidden Door review from yesterday, man. So that is up on the channel now. Should be up on all platforms soon. So yeah, man, if you guys want to watch that, you guys can go ahead and watch that because it is live on the channel right now, man. So with that, yeah, man, that is going to do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted, man. This has been episode 97 of Unscripted, 3 weeks to 100. And yeah, man, again, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, always, always, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Surkey.
And that is going to do it for Unscripted 97, man. That is going to do it for another edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. Thank you for everybody who came out tonight to hang out and talk some wrestling with us, man. And yeah, man, that is going to be it for this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Friday with the news.
Peace.